You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
How firm thy friendship. Oh, how
you know what time it is. I'm raw with them boys of the fall. You know what time it is. On the ground with a nose for the ball. You know what time it is. Blood, sweat, and them tears for this game. Leaving it all out on the field with no fear for you lames. Yeah, you know what time it is. Come brawl with them boys of the fall. Covered in gray and scarlet, massive, stiff arms to your jaw. We breaking it. We sick of seeing you clowns with the crown. We taking it.
What up, Buckeye Nation? Welcome to the Buckeye Boys, where we talk about college football with real fans. I'm Devin, and tonight got Duke joining me. Everybody knows Duke, man. Been here a time or two. Duke, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm well, man. I'm well. Can't complain.
Amen. Well, dude, shout out to everybody who showed up, man. I went to pull up our show, and I realized, dude, there are so many Ohio podcasts going live right now. I've never seen anything like it. We're like
it's like that press pool.
Oh yeah, dude, it's natty time, so everybody's like wanting to keep talking about it. But I don't blame him, man. I don't blame him. It's been a pretty magical season. So yeah. Just a few quick reminders, if you don't mind, man. If you're watching, hit that like button and just take a pause real quick, man. Hit the share button below on the video and throw it up on your Twitter or your Instagram or whatever, just to help us out a little bit. We're a fan channel, and the more we grow, the more opportunities we can provide for you guys as fans, such as tickets and different things like that. So that's what we're trying to do. I got Duke on here, so I'm going to take this opportunity again. Duke, I've been letting everybody know what's about to happen here on Buckeye Boys with you and Daniel coming on here. So I didn't prepare you for this. I didn't ask you. So if you're not ready, you just say nah. But you mind telling people like what the vision is and what the plan is for you and Daniel? And you got to drop the new name that you came up with too.
Well, it's in the works. We have, I'm sure Daniel gets it too. We have like other parents that, ask us about, the recruiting, what it's like, particularly like my perspective, having gone through recruiting and the changes, out there, and, just want to give that back. There's a lot of education that parents need, to hear, and I want to provide that. To just be a sounding board, like someone that they can, call on, if they have a question, confused about something, or just want to get something off their, get off their chest, want to run something by, a situation by. I just had the, parent, ask me, hey, tell me about, what would you do in this situation?
Yep.
We end up talking for hours, and just want to give that back, and just give a different perspective on the game, from a player parent's perspective. And just stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's awesome, man. As of now, things are subject to change a little bit, but as of now, the plan is for Duke and Daniel to come on Buckeye Boys every other week, once a week. So I think it's going to be awesome. With the way college football is changing, man, you see all over Twitter, you see all these comments and stuff about, players hiring agents and using agents to help negotiate their nil deal, and that's just not needed. A parent and a family member can educate themselves enough to understand, like, these colleges that they're signing up for, they're not like NFL teams. It's not like that. There's still that aspect of it. So you don't need an agent, man. But then again, there's also not that place where parents and even players can come to and get answers from people that have been through it before, because not many have. So
right.
I think it's awesome. You know what I mean? You went through the recruiting process as a player. You also have a son, Riley Pettijohn, who is the best linebacker in the nation, recruited by every single school in the nation. So you know what it's like being up there at the top and having to navigate through all those, all the craziness of it. So it's a beautiful thing, man. So just wanted to give that
a name. The name, we're throwing around is Pops Pod.
Yeah. Yo, chat, let me know what you think. 1 out of 10, 10 being fire. It's Pop's Pod. That's what, that was the name. I thought that was awesome, bro. They had another name, but I'm not going to say that right now. But I liked it too, so we'll see. We'll see how this works out. But
yeah. The reason I like that one because anyone knows me knows that's I'm far from that.
Yeah.
far from it. But
yeah.
But yeah, Pop's Pod is cool.
Yeah, Pop's Pod. Look, Lacey's got us a 10. Cheryl gave us a 7. Come on, Cheryl. What the flip, dude? Come on, bro. 10. Sean Rollins, solid 8.
Suggestions out there, man.
Yeah. Hey, if you guys, throw some suggestions out there for sure. We'll take a look at them, or those guys will take a look at them and see. But Pop's Pod, I like. It's simple, gets the point across. I like it, man. So either way, I wanted to give a shout out real fast, but yo, family, you know what we are here to talk about, man. It's getting closer and closer to that time. This season has been so freaking like magical, dude. It's been an absolute roller coaster ride. I mean, the roller coaster straight up shut down at one point in time during the season, but we got her up and running again, man. Well, it shut down for the fan base, I would say. These football players, it never shut down at all. But, dude, just to go back and think about what this team has been through, the things that have been said about them, all that, man. And we'll dive into more of the Notre Dame versus Ohio State side of it. But I wanted to start off with this because it got brought up today by, a big-time show on ESPN. He always is on the sideline of games. I forget his name. The kicker. He's kicking the NFL. Yeah, Pat McAfee brought up Will Howard today and thought that, he's been underappreciated and stuff. And I 100% think he has. I think that what Will Howard has done this year puts him in a conversation of one of the best quarterbacks to come through Ohio State. The problem with it is, I think what holds a lot of people back is he was from the transfer portal. He's only been here a year. So I was over there watching Scoop earlier, and I had a question written down for the night. My question was, how do you grade, how do you compare quarterbacks when one came in the transfer portal for 1 year and Troy Smith spent his entire career at Ohio State? Like, how do you compare those two quarterbacks? But I just look at what Will Howard has done coming in, the leadership that he's had, the numbers he's put on the field, but most of all, it's his ability to make mistakes and persevere through those. You know what I mean? And not let it affect him. So just give us your thoughts on Will Howard and what he has done this year.
Well, I will say I saw him, a few times when he was at Kansas State. I went to a few games, and I thought he was, I thought he was nice. And then I didn't see that same Will Howard, early on. So I mean, I was like, if I'm, being honest, I was like, dang, can he take them, to the national championship? And as the season, went on, man, he showed up in big time spots and just continually, got better and lessened those mistakes. And I mean, it was get compounded in the loss, right? But his entire season, dude played lights out. And like you said, the way he perseveres and just his will to find and make a play, at the opportune time has been unbelievable. And I think that and when he does that, that just brings that momentum right back. Swings the momentum right back in our favor, and we just ride it from there.
Yeah, I would probably attribute that to his maturity and the time that he's spent in college football. Because I was about to ask you, like, you as a player, when you played in college, do you remember when you first played in college and you made a mistake? Do you remember it taking you like a long time to get over it? But as time went on, you just got better and better at it. So I guess I'll ask you, how hard is it as a player to like make a mistake on the field, knowing that, hey, bro, in 5 seconds, I got to get lined back up and play again. And if I don't get this out of my head, I'm about to do it again.
Yeah, the sooner you can develop that short memory, the better you'll be. And you learn that early. You really just it's really your early year. When you're trying to overdo everything.
Yeah.
And and then you're like, oh man, coach is gonna get on me. But as you get comfortable in your position, you have the success, you're like, okay, yeah, I got to flush that, we got to move on, right? Because you dwell on that last play, you carry it into the next play, and you're just gonna compound the mistake. And yeah, you just gotta flush it, man. You gotta be like Dory and just keep on swimming.
I love it, bro. Yeah, hey, he bringing the Pops Pod on here, man. Talking about Dory, man. So I want to switch gears a little bit, but before I do that, I don't know who to give credit. I guess the credit would go to Buckeye Productions. I'm about to play a hype video for the Natty game because that's what we're about to dive into. But Tony Curse Designs, I think he pulled it off the internet somewhere, and I just want to make sure I give credit to the person that made it. But it says it on there. So to help us switch gears, you guys might have seen it, you might not, but I think it's absolute fire. Let me get this thing pulled up. Let's play this hype video, man, and then we'll get into the details of what we think's about to happen. Here we go.
Do or die, but it's close.
Big play here, play the game, I would say.
4th and goal, Texas at the Ohio State 8 with 2:29 to play fourth quarter. 21-14, Buckeyes lead. Ewers in a shotgun. 2x2 wide receivers. Wiseman in the backfield with it. Ewers set to toss. Ewers being chased. Hit by Jack Sawyer. Knocks the ball out. Sawyer picks it up and he's running down the right side. Jack Sawyer hits the 50-yard line to the Texas 40. Sawyer to the 30 to the 20 of Texas. Jack Sawyer is going to fire in the end zone. And Jack Sawyer races it into the end zone to give Ohio State a 27.
Ohio State defeats Texas 28-14, and the Buckeyes are headed south to Atlanta to play Notre Dame for a national championship.
Ohio State has gone on an absolute supermarket sweep. The transfer probably win the national championship.
The road has been long and grueling. There's been pain, there's been triumph, and now the Buckeyes are on the doorstep of history. This is for the Buckeye State, for Ohio. Most importantly, this is for this team and these coaches, for all those that were on this very doorstep but fell just short.
We are rightly called to find something in our lives worth fighting for, something deeply personal and uncompromising, something that can unite the will of the Spirit with the work of the flesh. And when we find that, we will discover fire for the second time.
Welcome to the College Football Playoff National Championship.
Bro, if that don't get you pumped up, man, you need to shut the show off and stop watching college football, man. That's serious. Yo, we got Mello in the house. What up, Mello?
What up, what up? Can you hear me?
Hello,
yeah, we can hear you. I think Mello.
What's up, dude?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Not much, man. Just had a meeting with my daughter's soccer coach, so that's why I'm like a little bit late to the show. It went very well, so I'm in a good mood right now.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man.
Who's your
well,
daughter?
Go ahead, Duke. Sorry, I talked when you did. Ask him again.
Oh yeah, who's your daughter's coach there?
She's with Coach Campbell.
Coach Campbell.
So we play for GSA out here in Georgia.
Okay. Yeah, no, because my wife's my brother-in-law's good friend is he trains the pre-Olympic girls there in
pre-ODP.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna get you hooked up with him.
All right, cool.
Heck yeah. There we go. Man, I see a lot of people in the chat talking about they're getting nervous for this game. Good. I love it, man. Get nervous. I love that nervous feeling, man. Just be grateful to be nervous about a game January 20th, because guess what? There's only 2 fan bases that get to be nervous. We get to be one of those, man. You know what I'm saying? It's freaking great, dude. It's awesome. I love it. I don't care what emotions I feel. Nervous, afraid, scared, excited, pumped, overconfident. Bring them on. Bring them all on, dude. Not other fan bases get to feel this. They're worried about if their head coach is going to stick around or not. We worried about a natty, man. So, Duke, real fast, before we get into the Notre Dame game, you were at the Cotton Bowl too, bro. Yeah. So I got to ask you, man, you got to experience my psycho texting during the game a little bit, because I was like, bro, I can't handle it, dude. So I texted you a few things, calmed me down a couple times, like, yo, bro, chill out, man. So I got to ask you, man, I know everybody's talked about it, but bro, walk me through your thoughts and emotions for the goal line stand, Jack Sawyer's play.
Oh man, it was crazy. Like, one, I love goal line stands, man. That's like, hey, look, we're gonna find out, you know, who's the toughest on the block right here. You know, and in that situation, man, like, to see those dudes step up the way they did, and to see them run that toss when they ran it, I was excited. I was like, that's so dumb, yes. And then they made it, and then they made that play. I was in my element. I was hyped. You know, sack. Like, come on, that's what I live for. At that moment, sack, forced fumble, recovery, touchdown. I mean, it's the cycle. You know, that is the pass rushing cycle right there, and to put the nail in the coffin right there. It was probably one of the highlights of my sports viewership. It was unbelievable, man. I was going crazy.
Yo, check this out, man. I brought my little brother. That was his first college football game he's ever been to, and that's what he got to experience. Right?
Oh man,
hey, he's
the bar very high.
Yeah, he's been asking me every day, yo, how much are the tickets now for the Natty game? Hey, man, when you get to the game, if you find a cheap ticket in the parking lot, let me know. I'll drive there real fast. I was like, yeah, bro, dude. Yeah. He's addicted now, man, because like I said, cool. Yeah, that's going to go down in my memory bank as one of the best games I've ever been to. And, yeah, I bet, like, that being the position you used to play, like, I bet you can put yourself in Jack's shoes and just, dude, I can only imagine.
That was unbelievable, man.
Yeah. Mello, you went off the screen, so I'm guessing you got something going on. Just hop back on whenever you can. But, all right, here we go, Duke. Let's dive into her, man, because you got a lot of people. I told you before we came on that, okay, we went to play Tennessee, and everybody said, oh, it's the best D-line in the nation. We go to play Oregon, and everybody's like, oh, their secondary is really good. They got that edge rusher back. It's over for Ohio State. Then we play Texas. Everybody's vibing about their defense. Texas has the best defense in the nation. Their corners, their D-line. They had the freshman of the year or whatever like that. And now we're playing Notre Dame. And statistically, I believe they are ranked the number 2 defense in the nation. They play a lot of man-to-man. So just what do you think of Notre Dame's defense?
I like their defense. I like Texas defense as well. They did play well, and they were playing lights out too. That Colin Simmons boy is a beast.
Yeah,
and he showed up, but you know, our offense always overcomes. They make every game, for these formidable defenses that we have faced. Chip went in the bag and made plays, found a way to put the guys in the perfect situation. And that's a testament to the pregame, the practice, the prep, film study, and it's going to be the same thing this week. I really like Notre Dame's defense, but I don't think they're head and shoulders above Texas defense.
Yeah.
Only thing that they are tough though. That's what I will say. They are a tough bunch of dudes, man. They play like they play like they have a huge chip on their shoulder. They don't have, none of them are on scholarship. they just go and they just keep coming at you, and you just have to match that energy.
Yeah.
You just have to match that energy, and if they believe in themselves and in their defense as much as they do and stay in man, I think that's going to be a mistake.
Yeah.
I hope
that's us. Yeah. Let me, I got to go back. When I was listing all the defenses, I think I made it sound like these defenses we played like weren't really that good. No, they're really that good. Tennessee's defense was good. Oregon's is good. Texas has had a really good defense, and Notre Dame does as well. But Mello, what's your take, man?
They definitely have a good defense. I'm just going to be honest. They're coming out. Their players are coming out saying we're not doing anything different. We are who we are, and we're going to play man. And as soon as they said that, I said Bucks by $1 trillion, not $1 billion, $1 trillion. I think this game's over at halftime if they play straight across man to man. There's no team that could cover this team in man-to-man coverage. And I think they'll play man-to-man, and by the time they realize it might be too late.
They're going to...
Because what's going to happen is we're going to make them one-dimensional. You're not going to be able to run, and Riley's going to have to prove that he can actually throw the ball against an NFL-caliber defense. And I just don't believe in him to do that.
Yeah, I feel like, they are going to disguise a lot. They're going to disguise a lot. They're going to look like they're a man, and then, play, a man zone. They have to,
Yeah.
It's going to do the kids a disservice. It'll be coaching malpractice if you just like, oh, we're playing man regardless. You might put your kids in that situation, and you're not going to have that much hubris to, stick to something that you're going to be a disadvantage at.
So I have a question for you, Duke, in terms of that, and for you as well, but I want Duke to answer it first. So if they are primarily a man-to-man team, how hard will it be for them to transition to putting zone coverage in if they're not used to playing that?
It's not. I mean, no, that's not hard. I mean, you practice, and they've played zone throughout the season. They're just in the major in it, right? They're more comfortable in man, but they played a lot of teams that they can just play man against. They haven't played against the caliber of receivers that we have. So
so what I'm asking, do you think they will be able to, in this 9 days that they had off, to install a zone package or a mixed zone man package to where they could play it elite enough to give our offense a problem?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like they've already done it. And, I don't think they've gotten in a situation where like, oh yeah, we got to go zone here because they're killing us. Right. They've always had it, ready to, ready to call. And I can't recall like every play. I'm sure they played zone in some game,
they have
State game. So yeah, they totally can. And shoot, you do all that install, man zone in spring anyways, right? Spring and then summer camp. And then you just, break out, and then it's game planning, and you play what you feel is going to be your strength that game. So yeah, they're definitely going to mix it up, definitely.
Yeah, I think that if they're going to come out in man, I don't foresee it being very long. Like you said, Duke, it'd be coaching malpractice to go to man and then get burnt by Carnell or JJ for 3 touchdowns and just stay in man. So that's just not going to happen. But you look at the scum defense blueprint and the Texas blueprint, more specifically the Texas. I just feel like Notre Dame's defense and their offense, they're really going to try to slow this game down. They're going to do everything they can because I think the biggest attribute to this Notre Dame team that gives them a chance in this game is their toughness and their willingness to never quit. But in the same sense, Ohio State plays the same way. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to talk about Notre Dame's toughness. Dude, Ohio State's the same dang way.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I heard that too. I heard people saying, "Oh yeah, they're tough," and they, their culture. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, they're actually like culturally. I think they're very very similar. Really good kids, really spiritually and God centered. Kids and tough kids. They're mirror images of each other. As far as that goes, and their toughness. And the toughest team is going to win. I think our ace in the hole is like we have a lot more athletes.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people. That's what a lot of people are saying. Yo, Sean Rollins, appreciate you, the $20 holler, man. Appreciate the heck out of you, bro. But yes, sir. Yeah, man. They're everybody's saying they're going to come out and try to shut JJ down, and I totally see that. But in the same sense, like Chip Kelly and Ryan Day and these players, they just experienced that. Like Texas just did that. So if they come out and try to do the same things that Texas did, I mean, I feel like Ohio State is expecting that and is planning for that, right? So it's like, are they going to come out and do exactly what Ohio State has been preparing for and expects them? Do they have a choice, right? But to do that. So it's going to be interesting. I'm just still stuck on the thought, man, that the only way Ohio State loses this game is if Ohio State beats themselves. Turnovers and penalties, and we saw little glimpses of it in the Texas game, right? There's penalties and the turnover, and Texas was in the game. So I just don't see Ohio State doing that again.
No. I mean, and as the intensity ramps up, the stakes. I mean, you will see, more. Miscues, I will say, and the team that minimizes those, will typically win or makes up for them. We had a turnover, then we had a big play going into the half, and then rode that momentum, and then that's the biggest thing. I think if we man, and it was against Texas. We have to get the backs on the linebackers. Every single time we did that, it was successful, and we have to ride that because I don't feel like these linebackers match up with our running backs either. And you get them out of space, and start making them have to cover. It's going to be a problem.
Mello, what you think?
I agree 100% with exactly what he's saying, and I mean, Junkins is playing with he's on a vengeance, on a rampage. He's really out here trying to hurt
Junkins.
Quinshawn.
Yeah.
He's out here looking like he wants to hurt any defensive player that comes in his path, man.
Yeah.
He is running like he's possessed.
Both of them.
And Trey is just so freaking fast. Like, his acceleration is ridiculous.
Crazy.
My thing is, I want to see what they're going to scheme up to get JJ open.
Yeah.
I'll be. But but the thing is, like, with the Texas man, and they understood, going into that, they talked to him, to the receivers, and set that expectation. They're going to try to take you out of the game. That's fine. But we're going to, you guys be ready to make plays, and then that's the mindset you have to go with, like going in. It's not like, oh, they're not getting JJ the ball, or or this or that. It's just like look, he is drawing this coverage, so we have to go here, Like, and he knows, and that's still impactful, right? And like fans have to understand that, that part of the game. Like, yeah, of course we want to get him involved. Right?
Yeah,
but we have to loosen him up.
Yeah, it's like us Ohio State fans, we're so spoiled, including myself, because I can sit here and get caught up and worried that they're going to take J.J. Smith, and we're all worried, and I'm the same way. So this, I just realized this, that I was doing this too. Like, man, we got to get J.J. the ball. Man, how are we going to do it? How are we going to do it? Bro, we got 2 other number 1 receivers. We got Emeka Egbuka and Carnell Tate, man, and they are ballers as well, right? Mm-hmm. J.J. Smith is just an absolute freak athlete, right? But the truth is that they take J.J. Smith out of the game. Look what Carnell Tate did against Texas, right? The only reason him and Emeka didn't have more receiving yards is because of the mistakes that kept getting made, the penalties. I'm telling you, that
touchdown.
Yeah, that drive where Travion Henderson punched the dude in the face, we were rolling. We were about to score. Like, that was happening, right? Yeah. We were rolling down the field, then a penalty, right? So, I mean, Carnell Tate and Emeka, they would have had more. And then not only that, you got Travion Henderson, Quinshon Judkins in the background. And not only that, G. Scott's been lighting it up. And then also our other tight end, he caught 2 big passes in that game, dude. His name is drawing a blank. What's his? Will Kazmary. Yeah. So we're just littered with offensive talent, you know what I'm saying?
And you got to think about it, man. If you're like, oh, you start trying to force it to JJ, now you're forcing. Force. I thought that one interception he threw, he was kind of forced it to him. Like, oh, I got to, they came out like, oh, it seemed like, at the half, like somebody said, oh, we got to get JJ the ball, and that wasn't the time to give him the ball. And bad throw, and it was a pick by that linebacker there. I think using him as a decoy, soften up the defense, is going to open up for the other guys, and they'll be on their game this game for sure.
Yeah. All right, Mello and Duke, I got a question for you guys. Mello, we'll start with you. If you guys had to pick an I guess Mello, hey, Mello, we're not going to start with you. You left and lost service. So Mello doesn't want to answer the question, I guess. So he just shut her down. So, Duke, we'll start with you, man. So if you were to pick one thing about this Notre Dame offense, right, that doesn't scare you, but, like, do you think they're going to lean on? Is it their running backs? Is it their quarterback run game? Is it like, or, you can just essentially – tell me what you think Notre Dame's offensive game plan is to win this game.
It's going to be to run the ball.
Yeah,
it's going to be run. We've given up, some runs, like here and there. We struggled, against the run, versus the team up north, and at different points in all these games. So that's their. That's their go-to. So I can see them leaning on that hard, and with Riley running some design runs with the quarterback. And I seen them. Yeah, and they will have to do that to slow the game down, right? So I can definitely see that being their game plan coming into the game on Monday.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like literally their game plan is to get 4 yards at a time, man. However that is, because Ohio State, even in these playoffs, we've played running quarterbacks, right? Mm-hmm. The quarterbacks that have given us the most trouble are the ones that can run and pass the ball. Riley Leonard, not really the greatest passer. Now, can he pass it? Yeah. Like our luck, he's good. Yeah. So, but that's what they're going to rely on. And it's not like fast, juke you out of your shoes type run. And it's, smash mouth football. 3-4 yards. It's not, hey, we're going to get you with our speed around the corner. But I'll tell you this. I know he's injured, but Love, their running back, is extremely talented. That dude is lightning fast. I mean, very hard to bring down. I mean, that dude's a beast. So, but what gives me comfort, right, is the fact, like, look how good this defense has been at the rushing attack all year long. But with our defense, they've been making timely stops. They may get gashed like here and there, but when
They need to stop the run, make a timely stop. They make it right, and we've already had the game plan with the running quarterback with what's his name with Oregon, and so we just go back, sprinkle that game plan, spy Riley, make him beat us from the pocket, keep him in the pocket. You can't let him get outside. Keep contained. Same as with the running back Love. Make him run inside in between the tackles and not get outside, and we'll be good. We'll be good because when we get on offense, they're not. I don't think that we have too many weapons for them to pigeonhole us to one facet of the game offense.
Yeah, and obviously we got Jim Knowles and the best defensive coordinator in the nation, man, just an absolute baller. So he's back there scheming some stuff up. I can see Ohio State coming out and maybe even keeping Caleb Downs a little closer to that box. I mean, our safeties, Caleb Downs, Lathan. I mean,
Caleb looks like a dang linebacker on this one, man. I swear, that dude. I'm like, hold on. I was like, oh, they went back to 3 line. I'm like, oh no, that is Caleb, and he's out there thugging it out, man. Look, I mean, thumping. I'm like, okay, look like dang Alamalu and Legion of Boom type safety back there.
Yeah, what's crazy is the safety that plays beside him is Lathan Ransom, who has taken is taking a player out in every single game of the playoffs, dude. Like literally, bro. He broke helmets in the Tennessee game, took their running back out. I mean, took Oregon's running back out. Texas. Yeah. I mean, oh, dude, he's been smashing people, bro. Yeah, so
he's been playing lights out too.
Somebody put it in the chat that said that this defense is the reason Ohio State is playing like they are, and that's a hard thing to argue against. You know what I'm saying?
That's 100% true.
Yeah,
and I mentioned it like earlier, but talking to you guys, the way this defense has been ascending, those teams, you look on like any level, the defense that hits their stride going into the playoffs typically wins, whether the Super Bowl, national championship, state championship, all the time. And that's what this defense looks like. It looks like a championship defense that, hey, we need a stop right now to win this national championship. This is the defense I'm putting my money on.
Yeah, 100%. And you know what, man? Even in these playoffs, like a lot of people are talking about the starters, but there's been a lot of rotation, man. We've seen a lot of Kenyatta Jackson. We've seen a lot of Caden Curry. We've seen a lot of Hero Canoe. Yeah. And he comes in and he does the same type of stuff, man. So
you don't notice because there's no drop off.
I know.
There's no drop off, and that's what you want from your backups.
Yeah,
right. Is you get in here, we're putting you in for a reason, like make the play, and then it also excites you for the future. Well, now these guys, because they're not going to be backups for long, they're going to be our starters, and they can get the job done.
Yeah,
man. I heard y'all talking positive about my boy, the light skinned Ed Reed.
Oh, which one? Lathan?
Lathan Ransom.
I call Caleb Downs light skinned Ed Reed.
Oh, Caleb Downs, yeah.
Lathan Ransom, he's showing Taylor. He out there taking heads off.
Hey, those dudes are balling, man.
Yeah, they're ridiculous, man.
Hey, so dude,
hat though, bro.
Dude, quick question.
Let me go get my Boston hat real quick.
Hold on, I know you can't be a Boston fan.
I'm from Boston, bro.
No, you can still be a Yankees fan. You know what I'm saying?
Well, full disclosure, I was born in New York. I grew up in Boston.
Man, I'm praying that God will get this demon off of you, so that way you can come to the light. You know what I'm saying? We can't do the Boston thing.
I became a Boston fan, when they were bums.
I had a bad experience in Boston and AAU back when I was like in 7th or 8th grade. That's why I can't root for anything Boston. It was crazy.
The Boston shootout?
Huh?
Were you playing in the Boston shootout?
I don't remember what it was called, but it was some good teams. But we had the rep. We was from Jersey. We had some ballers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forget what I was about to say. Oh, earlier, Duke and Mello, we got asked because in the Texas game there were 2 plays where the running back, snuck out and caught passes for touchdowns.
Yeah.
What does the defense need to do? I mean, Sonny Styles just got beat on one of them,
Yeah.
and I believe on the other one we rushed 6, and the call that was made. You have that in defenses. That happens. Sometimes the offensive coordinator just gets you. I mean, that happens. Is that what those plays were? We just got.
Now, I got a question for both of you regarding that play. So the first time, I don't know if you could see it in a stadium, but on the TV copy, Kenyatta Jackson's clearly getting held on the first touchdown where Sonny got beat. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it because I mean he did get beat still. I mean, that running back is fast. Blue, I think they said Texas fans said he runs like a legit 4.3. So that's a lot of speed to cover. But could you guys see that from your perspective that Kenyatta was getting held?
I didn't, but that could have affected the play because his responsibility. He could have had to get a hand on the back. So we got to pre-release, slow him down so Sonny can get in the coverage, and he didn't. And Sonny may have come up. It looked like he came up a little too far, lost his leverage, and then he behind him, and it was a great throw.
Yeah,
it was a great. He was there. He literally was there. Like if he would have just put his hand up.
Yep. That's what I was saying.
Like literally, he didn't get smoked or nothing. It just so it happened to be a touchdown, but if it's in the field, it's a tackle, right? So I don't see that like, oh, we're going to attack. We can have a field day with our linebackers. No, I trust him in coverage. All the time. I wouldn't say like, oh, that's the weak point, because they caught a touchdown on it. It was a great throw, and you can't, they make plays too.
Well, I guess what we're asking you is, what can we do? Because we know that they're going to try to do that with Love. So what can we do to prevent the same outcome?
Yeah, that play with Sonny though that you're talking about, he was in great position. I think, like you said, that when I watched it, the ball went right over his helmet. He put his hands up a half a second too late. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all that happened there. So they were ready for it that time. If you ask me, it's just sometimes the offense, perfect throw. I mean, made a good play.
Yeah. So I mean, I think we can just do the same thing. I think there was a miscommunication on the second one because the dude was just like too wide open. Like the safety was just middle of the field and had to come over or something. It may have been like it probably could have even been a peel where the end, like if he swung. So if he goes inside, either a linebacker or a safety take him off. If he swings, depending on the call, the end may peel off and run with him, while the safety gets over top. So it just, fixing up and fine tuning, communication on that. But yeah, I think we'll be fine in coverage. And we play a lot of nickel anyway. So a lot of times they probably have them a safety will be on the back coming out of the backfield.
Yeah, that one where he was wide open, I watched somebody break that play down, and it was a blitz call. They blitzed both the linebackers, and one of our defensive linemen was supposed to drop back and cover that, but it was just one of those plays where, they blitzed, and, the defensive lineman's not going to cover a running back in the backfield running a wheel route. So
no, you want to get him. You want to engage him while he's in the backfield. You want to get something on him. You want to get something on him. It's not fun. You're chasing him.
Yeah, 100%. So what do we expect out of our offense this game? We know they're going to come out with JJ. What type of game plan? Do we expect shots downfield? Are you expecting it's going to be a slow scoring game and we're going to have a lot of rushing yards? Both of you give me what you would expect Ohio State to do, to win this game. The perfect offensive game plan would be. Mello.
Oh. Perfect offensive game plan. If they're going to play man, I want it to look like Oregon. Now, if they're going to mix it up like with Texas, I want because Will had some time in the pocket. I just want him to scan a little bit because there's a lot of times Optimus was open. Just scan. It doesn't matter really who gets the ball, but it'll be good to spread that ball around because then it's like, all right, well, the zone isn't working. Maybe we go back to man. That's our bread and butter. And then you could kill them over the top. And once you go up 2 touchdowns, they have to throw. And then you have them where you want it. And with this pass rushing, we haven't had the blitz. I think we're at right now, we went from 27% blitz rate during the regular season down to 13, which is if we played this amount of blitzing during the season, we'll be 134 out of 134 teams in terms of blitzing because the front forward is doing their job, plus the linebackers. So you get to pin your ears back and go get sacks. And that's when you start getting 8 sacks and 10 sacks when they have to pass the ball.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm looking to come out, establish the run. Draw that, draw them safeties up in the box and hit them up over the top. And, and just be balanced. And I hope there's more Will Howard runs.
Yeah.
Like quarterback design runs.
Yeah.
He has that ability. I mean, I was tripping when he tripped.
Yeah.
I saw him go through. I turned around. Oh, that's a touchdown. And I got the person in front of me like, oh. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, man. I'm like, no. I was like, no. But no, I think if we should try to do that some more, just to give them something else to think about. We haven't done it a lot, and we have an extra blocker when we do that, and with how Judkins is out there on that lead block, man. That can be. I think that can be a big wrinkle added that just put the game out of reach.
Yeah, supposedly before the Texas game, this is the rumor on the streets, is that Will Howard had his knee and his ankle taped up. So they were really watching his carries, a little bit nervous about him getting dinged up or something.
Yeah.
I got a question for you guys. No,
don't worry about that now.
No, that's what I'm leading into. This is the last game. This is it. Now I know Ohio State plays every game to win the game, but obviously you're a little bit worried about snap counts in the beginning of the season, in the middle of the season, because you got to plan for a longer season. This is the last game of the season. Do you think we see some changes in snap counts and a little bit different play calling because we're a little more free? It's the last thing. All tanks will be completely emptied, or is it just going to kind of look the same to us?
You absolutely have to, bring out those, those wrinkles, those gadget plays when needed. And shoot, yeah, you empty the clip this game.
Yeah, I think they're emptying the clip. I think they're going to continue to rotate. There's no need not to. They play better when they rotate anyway. We all seen that. So I think everything's on all the bullets are in the chamber, and they're going to fire them all off, and we're about to see something special, in my opinion. My question is, do they run the score up on Coach Freeman, seeing how he's a legacy? Now, this is also ties in. I'm glad you're here, Duke. So, all right, say as a person going through the recruiting process, right, and you have an elite player, an elite child like your son, your exact position. If you're not committed yet, and Notre Dame is recruiting you, and Ohio State's recruiting you, if Ohio State beats them, like blows the doors off of them, or if they beat them by 1 or 2 touchdowns, does that factor into your decision making at all? No.
It's one game, man. People are still the people, right?
Yeah.
People that made you want to go to that school, choose that school, are still the same people, right? And they had a bad game. I wouldn't. That wouldn't be a determinant for our family. Because if you're doing that, man, you can be wishy-washy, throughout the whole dang process. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So what do you think Coach Day will do? Do you think he'll try to blow the doors off of Notre Dame if the opportunity is there, or do you think he'll like pull back because Marcus Freeman is a Buckeye legend?
I'm sure he's going to try to win handedly, comfortably, but he's not going to try to embarrass him and like make him look bad. I wouldn't do that. He's a good dude. I wouldn't do that. I think new host was the coach. He might do that.
Yeah.
I think Coach Day has proven that his number one priority is the players on this team. So when we get up by a bunch, if we're in that position, I can see us playing a lot of players on this bench, right? Because Day cares about these players. He wants to get them experience, and you couldn't make a player more happy than to give him an opportunity to play in the national championship game, right? So
absolutely.
I think that happens well before. But kind of backing up to Ohio State's offensive game plan, I wanted to hit on kind of my thoughts. And I personally think that Notre Dame is going to be so concerned with our passing game that I can see our running game taking off pretty big time in this game with our running backs. And, supposedly last game, Trey Henderson was a little banged up, so they didn't get him that many touches in the game. Now, they didn't need to. I mean, Quinshawn was absolutely tearing it up, but I can see the running backs being a big part of this game plan with more screen passes like they did with one Trey. Is anything to get the ball in Trey's hand. Look what that dude has done in these playoffs. Yeah. I mean, it is ridiculous, bro. And pretty much in every game he's had a huge electric play that has kind of, changed the feeling of the game and just put things out of reach, man. And he's electric. Just get the ball in his hands. So I can see that happen a lot. I think we're going to have a lot of success running the football. And as far as Notre Dame's secondary, I've heard a lot of people talk about this. And I've noticed it a little bit, but I didn't really dig into it that much, that their secondary, they're pretty big dudes, but not the fastest secondary in the world, right? Like we faced way faster secondaries in this playoff. So you got that aspect of it too. But like I said, somebody asked earlier, are we going to pass to open up the run or run to open up the pass? I think it obviously, the coordinators say it all the time, it depends what the defense does. On what they do. And I think the defense is going to give us more opportunity to run the ball at first by keeping some safeties back, different things like that. That's just the feeling I got overall for the offensive game plan.
Yeah. Yeah, and if they do that, then it's going to be wide open for the run.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if that's their game plan, I think that might be – either way, it's going to be a mistake. You bring them up in the box, we can go over the top. Keep them back, we're going to gash you. So, it's – pick your poison.
Yeah.
Hey,
all right.
We're going to do what we do.
Yeah.
Have them adjust. That's what I like about, both defensively and offensively. We're dictating and not letting, the other team, dictate to us, which, bodes well for your confidence late in the game.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We're going to do a little fun part of the show. We're going to do 2 offensive players of the game, 2 defensive players of the game, and let's also throw in a crazy offensive, prediction and a crazy defensive prediction. But you cannot pick the same players. So, for instance, I'm going to go first every time. So you guys are. I'm just saying, Duke. You can go first. We'll start with offense.
Offense?
Yep, we'll do just one at a time. So you name one offense, then it'll be mellow, then we'll just keep going until we hit them all.
I'm gonna go with Henderson.
Okay, that's a pretty good one.
I'm going with Optimus Prime. I always go with Optimus Prime. I'm not changing it.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm going with Mecha Buka. I think he's gonna dominate Duke back to – wait, should it be my turn now? Should I get to go? Yeah.
Sure, you can go back.
Yeah. Quinshawn, man. Quinshawn Junk Kids.
Okay.
I can't believe that. Y'all did that? Man, I'm taking Mr. 80% completion rate. Most all time in Ohio State history.
Dang!
William Oppenhauer.
You got You got me, bro. I don't know why I wasn't even thinking of him. I literally wasn't. You got me big time, bro.
You saw me scratching my chin. I'm like, man, please don't.
Yeah,
I
didn't think about him.
I'm giving. This is a curveball. I can't even remember his name. But
Will Kazmarek?
No, our left tackle.
Oh,
Yeah,
Donovan Jackson.
I knew you were gonna do that.
I mean, shoot, bro.
I'm going with him.
Yeah, the dude's been balling, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of people are going to be mad. Nobody said Carnell Tate. Listen, we understand. There's ballers all over the offense.
I was going to say Tate, but I was like,
yeah,
got to get the big boys.
You wanted to switch it up.
He's been playing. He's been playing very well.
Yeah. All right, Mello, start us with your crazy offensive prediction.
I think we score 40 points.
40 points. Is that crazy though?
All right, 45. That was my score prediction. Well, I guess since it was my score prediction, I got to go crazy. We're scoring 50.
Okay. 50 point. Duke, what's your offensive
crazy offensive prediction?
Yeah.
Henderson breaks one on second play of the game.
Oh, okay. Very specific. I'm going with we have 3 plays that break for over 50 yards and they end in touchdowns.
Oh, so, I want to switch mine. Can I switch mine?
Dude, come on,
it's
man.
It's a good one. It's a good switch. It's a good switch.
Yeah, whatever, bro. Yeah.
All right. Q and Trey are going to break 1,000 yards rushing. Mecca is going to break the all-time reception in a career at Ohio State and all-time yards. And Tate is going to have 100 yards receiving.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like Tate's going to go off this game.
Yeah. All righty.
Here with you on that. Defense.
Going to the defense. Start us off, Duke.
Who we're going? Players?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2. You just one at a time. The same thing we just did with the offense.
Okay. I'm gonna take. I'm going with Sonny Styles.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Keeping it in linebacker. I see what you're doing there. I see it.
Okay.
I gotta. You know, I always pick the same 2 all the time. So since I get to go second, I'm not gonna switch it up now. Light skin Ed Reed, Caleb Downs.
Okay.
I mean, I'm surprised this one made it this long, but I'm picking Jack Sawyer. Jack Sawyer, man. Yeah. Captain Jack. And then let me go ahead and slide in there and steal Lathan Ransom real fast before somebody else does. Nope. I can't do that. I got to back off. I got to pick my dude, bro.
I was going to
Tyreek Williams, baby.
I was going to pick him, bro. All right. I'm going, and this is a. Dang.
There's too many in there.
Players in mind because I know they're going to run a lot. I'll go JT. I was thinking number 0, Block O from Jersey. But I got to go JT. I feel like they're going to try to run a lot and we're going to shut it down.
Yeah. I'm taking Caleb.
I took Caleb.
He already did.
Oh, you already took Caleb? Oh, damn. All right, no, then I'm gonna take
So Lathan Ransom's still out there. Cody Simon's still out there. Iggy, Burke, Hancock, Ty Hamilton, Jermaine Matthews.
I'm taking Captain. Not Captain Jack.
Captain Cody.
Captain
Agent
Cody.
0.
Yeah.
Cody.
Agent 0.
He got both linebackers, baby.
Yeah, he took them both, man.
The
because they're gonna run. It's gonna be heavy run,
right?
And they're gonna tighten up on their technique, tighten up on their on their gap assignments, and they're gonna shut it down. They're gonna take it personal.
Okay. No, I agree with you, and that's why I was having a hard time between JT and Agent 0, Cody Simon.
Yeah.
It was really hard.
And Juliet's taking JT.
Yeah, took JT. Hey, by the way, forgot to tell everybody, dude, I got to meet Duke and Juliet in person, man. It was freaking awesome, dude.
Cool.
Got to meet him. Yeah, man. Real cool.
Yes,
all right, crazy defensive predictions. Who went first last time? Duke starts off.
You went first last time. I'm going with I'm going back to Sonny. Interception on one of them on one of them wheels. They're gonna try him off the backfield and he's gonna pick it.
I like that. I like that.
I
was gonna go.
Hold on,
Lathan's about to.
Lathan's gonna come knock off the knock off that receiver, and he's gonna take it to the house.
Yeah, I was gonna go. Lathan was going sideline Riley, because Riley, we watched him get rocked by Penn State, and Lathan hits way harder, but that was too easy. I'm going. Notre Dame is going to rush for negative 15 yards.
Don't pick. We're about to guess rushing and passing yards for each team. Yeah.
My bad. I didn't know. I'm late.
You're good. I know. Yeah.
Okay, so all right, then I'm going to do. Lathan is going to put Riley on the sideline.
Okay.
Yeah, you looking at that? That popped up on yours too?
Yeah, what's up with that? I didn't even know we were live on Instagram.
Yeah, I don't know why that popped up.
But whatever.
We're live, baby.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. But dude, bro, I'm going with Tyreek Williams is gonna have 2.5 sacks, dude. That's what I'm going with. Tyreek Williams, the old defensive tackle. All right, now we got to do Ohio State and Notre Dame. We got to we're going to do rushing yards and passing yards for each team. Let's go with rushing first. We held Oregon to negative 26 rushing yards. So let me go. People might not like me for this, but let me go with Notre Dame with 120 rushing yards. Then let me go with Ohio State 220.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's my turn?
Yeah.
I'm going Notre Dame, negative 15 rushing yards. I think we're going to shut it down.
Okay.
Honestly, I really do. And for us, Trey needs what, like 50 something? Trey needs 40 something. He needs 50 something. I'm gonna go us 150 yards rushing.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 98 for Notre Dame and 205 for us.
You guys factoring in sacks, right? Because I feel like they're going to be forced to pass. I think we're going to sack them a lot.
98.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not? Mello, start us off with passing. Then Duke, you can go, and then I'll finish us off.
We're going for 350 passing us. 350. Okay. For them, I'm going 90 yards. Actually, no, he threw for 90 against UGA. We got better defense. I'm going to go 75 yards passing.
Okay.
I'm going to win 364 for us and 118 for Notre Dame.
Okay. I'm going with.
I have to write all this down.
I'm not writing it down either. I forgot. But
are you recording?
Yeah, we recording it. Yeah. I got us with 270 passing yards, bringing our total offense to 490 yards of offense. And Mello, I'm pretty close to you. I got Notre Dame with 80 passing yards. 60 total.
That's all I Negative 15 yards rushing.
I got Notre Dame with 200 total yards of offense and us with 490 total yards of offense. So, hey, Duke, what was yours again? Let's add yours up. You said
I had 364 and 220.
Golly, 508.
205.
Okay, so 569 rushing, 569 yards total. What about Notre Dame? What'd you have for them again?
Notre Dame, I had 98 rushing and 118 passing.
Okay, so what's that? 216 or something like that? 98 plus what? 118.
Yeah.
118, so that's 126 plus 90. 216, yeah, 216 yards total. Okay, all right. Melo's got Notre Dame with 60 total yards. Okay, bro, they trip and fall and get more than that. But anyway,
yo, this man, I'm just being serious. I don't think Riley could throw the ball. I don't think he's gonna.
But he can run
multiple. I mean, I think he's gonna run, and I think Lathan's gonna eat him up, and he's gonna be on the sideline.
Okay.
Like, that's just why
I
don't think Jordan Love is going to be able to do what he needs to do with all those offensive line injuries that they have. I just think it's really bad timing for them, and it's a horrible matchup for them, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
If they had a legit quarterback that could actually throw the ball and run, then it would be a different story.
Yeah.
So Melo has Notre Dame 60 total yards and Ohio State 1,497 total yards.
Man, that sounds
Melo's final prediction.
No, I got us with 350 passing yards and 125 rushing yards.
All right. So 475 yards total. Okay. I like it.
And I think that's doable. I think that's kind of realistic. Now, the 60 is kind of tough, but I really just think, like, for some reason, I think the defense is going to make a final statement on their last game.
Yeah, let's be honest. If we would have came on a show before the Oregon game and somebody would have guessed negative 26 rushing yards, we all would have laughed the same way that we're laughing about 60. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like we all would have said, there's no way. We would have bet our house that Oregon gets more than negative 26 rushing yards. So you never freaking know. Now, I kept my very first score prediction. I think I picked 34-10, but I can't quite remember. But that's my score prediction for the game.
Okay.
34-10. We're wrapping up here, so this is the last thing. Duke, what's your score prediction?
I'm going I think 42-7.
Okay. Mello?
I said 45 to 13.
50.
No, that was my bold prediction.
That was his bold, crazy.
Yeah, so I got it 45 to 13. I think they score a touchdown and they have a elite field goal kicker. I think they get 2 field goals.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I got it.
Let me adjust mine to 10.
Okay. All right. 10. All right. You know what, dude? It cracks me up that, you know, all these Notre Dame fans, even some Ohio State fans, like, they talk to us, fans tell us we're way overconfident, too arrogant, and my response to that is, who cares? We're allowed to be. We're fans. We are not the players, dude. Like,
they're not listening to any of
bro.
And so, as a fan, you have that freedom to be confident in your team.
Yeah,
you're not going to be like, oh yeah, we're going to lose. No, that doesn't mean we don't. You know, they're not a good team. It's just like we're that confident in our own team.
Yeah,
right.
Just like Ohio State fans have the freedom to want to beat scum over a Natty. Like, I don't like it. I don't agree, but shoot, bro, you root for your team however you want. But anyway,
I need that Natty, bro. I'm sorry.
100%. Yeah, that's where I'm at all day long. But fellas, beautiful show, awesome show. Duke, you got any closing thoughts or statements before we get off here?
Go Bucks.
Go Bucks. I like it. Mello, how about you?
If you come to Atlanta, be safe, drive responsible. Are you coming, Duke?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta meet up with y'all. Yeah, for
sure.
Sure. Dev gonna come to the house, so definitely we gotta link up and we're gonna have a time. We're gonna have a blast. B Moses, you need to pull up, bro. You gotta pull up, B.
Yeah, come on, B Moses. I already got a hold of B Moses and told him to come on, man. But yeah, man.
You going to the game?
I am. Yes, sir. I'll be there Monday morning. I'm gonna leave at 8. I'll be in Gainesville, so I'll probably get there around 1 or so, 1 or 2, something like that. So I will be there. I'm trying to wait on these prices to come down a little bit, but either way, I'm getting it. You know what I mean? Because I don't think they're going to. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But we'll see. But yeah, dude, freaking Ohio State Buckeyes, dude. Like crazy, man. I've been saying all year, 2024, 2025 Natty Lock. We here. It's time. I'm excited for these players. I'm excited for Ryan Day. I'm excited for the fan base. It's a beautiful thing. We've been saying it all year, man. Enjoy the season. Don't get caught up in the negative things. This is for me, myself. Watch the game. Enjoy the game.
Yeah.
Negative things are going to happen, bro.
Yeah.
That's why the game's 4 quarters long. It's 4 quarters. Chill out, Devin. But anyway.
Julie just made a good point, because that is true. But listen, if you're at the game, you cheer for the whole game.
Yeah.
Stand up.
When good things happen. If everybody's up, we're up. I want to say, like, if you pay attention, if the OHIO is going on, hey, wake up. And let's get it going, man. I was a little, little embarrassed.
Yeah.
That we couldn't get the IO from 2 other sections. But hey, this is it. The players are gonna leave it out on the field. Fans gotta leave it out in the stands.
So it was different
than no voice.
Than the Rose Bowl?
100%.
What'd you say?
Way different.
I said it was different than the Rose Bowl because we had that OHIO jumping.
Oh, yeah, it was rocking. Yeah, it was.
Bro,
rocking.
listen, man.
I'm gonna tell all of you right now, including Juliet. This is one of the biggest OSU alumni bases is in Atlanta. I've never seen a Notre Dame fan here, and I lived here and went to college here, and then I moved back after the military from 2014. I have not seen one, honest to God. So I expected to be 60-40 Buckeye fans in the bins, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be rock,
because we will say so. I'm gonna be on.
Duke, I'm gonna text you. I'm going to text you to find out what section you're sitting in. I'm going to try to snag some tickets there. But, yeah, dude, at the Cotton Bowl, on 2 separate occasions, I screamed OH, and my brother was the only one to say IO. And I'm pretty freaking – and I'm loud, bro, loud. So it was a weird vibe going on, man. A weird vibe.
It might be because Dallas fans are like that. So it could have just,
Yeah.
The area.
The Dallas, Ohio State fans,
Yeah, I don't know what was going on, but even the Ohio State fans I was sitting around, I was like, well, the people in front of me, they were freaking great. They were great. But
I got one last question for both of you before we jump off, because I wanted to ask this.
Okay.
We asked it to the 2 fellas yesterday, the 2 legends. If they go ahead and win this Natty, does this make this 2024-2025 national roster the best Ohio State Natty winning team of all time? I'll go with you, Dev, first, and then we'll go to Duke.
To me, it does. I mean, I've just been integrated in this team so much. I mean, everybody's going to have a different answer, but to me, yes. Because now they had made a good point last night that they had to win every game. If they lost a game, they didn't get a chance. So, I get that point, but also what this team had to go through this year, the ups and the downs, and then the gauntlet that they had to run through in these playoffs. Yeah, for me, they will go down as the best team in Ohio State history. For me, I was never really a part of the other teams like I am now, so that's where I'm at.
What about you, Duke?
Well, the same would be for me, because this is my first time being an Ohio State fan.
Okay. So for me, I say yes, but I do vividly remember that 2002 team beating that Miami team. Nobody gave them a chance.
Yeah,
But
from a pure football standpoint, then I would lean more to that 2002 team.
So for me, the reason I say this team is just like what exactly everything Dev just said, and really it's the gauntlet. You coming off of a huge loss to your rival, where they're threatening the life of Coach Day's family, which is insane to me over a college game. I'm sorry. I love the Buckeyes. I want to beat that team, but I'm not threatening to kill a little kid. I'm sorry. You're out of your mind. Straight up. There's no reason.
I'm going to see you.
To go from that to the player meeting to handling Tennessee, who had the deepest defensive line in all of college football that were really good and make them look pedestrian, while flipping and rotating your guards for the first time, and everybody thought like that was crazy, including me. I've never seen that done. To going to Oregon and getting the revenge factor out in Pasadena, to beating Texas and Dallas, and now going to Atlanta and to handling your business against Notre Dame, and to beat what? That'd be like 7 top 10 teams that they beat in one season. Like, I think that alone to me makes it the greatest team.
Yeah, it's an amazing year. But hey, we appreciate y'all for showing up. Everybody in the chat, we love you guys. Duke, thanks for coming back again. Don't forget, stay tuned, man. Check out, turn that notification bell on, because I'll be trying to go live from the game before the game to give everybody some shout outs and some look at what's going on around the area. We're gonna probably have some more shows Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Who the heck knows? Definitely on Sunday we'll have a show. So appreciate y'all showing up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please share this feed. Help us grow, man. Love you, family. On that note, go Buckeyes. OH.
IO.
IO.